Earlier this year, Google got some new functionality that you have not been made aware of yet, unless you've been following my podcast, of course. Now, Google, in its ever-changing way, recently unveiled two new features that show a trend I think are going to have a major impact on dental practices for years to come. I'm going to tell you more in just a minute. Colin, receiver here, and thanks again for tuning in. Now, I want to tell you today about two new Google applications that show a glimpse of the next generation in web searches. The search engine giant recently launched a feature that allows you to track down your phone and another that will send directions directly to your phone. Now, you might be thinking, this isn't earth-shattering news, but it does give us a small example of the future of Google. Realize when Google first set out, when they began, it set out to best answer your question and provide you with the best information. But now the mission has changed a little bit, and the search engine will not only provide the solution, but they're going to almost do the solution for you as well. The takeaway here is that searches are getting more and more complex, and Google is constantly evolving. Is your dental practice prepared for another layer of sophistication and another change in Google's algorithm? Are you still struggling to figure out the best ways to use SEO and pay-per-click advertising in today's world, or maybe even yesterday's world? In a recent podcast about how Google can do more than search the web, I told you about new Google features like the Earth View and maps and fonts and forms and public data. And all of these new features may or may not interest dentists, but I'm certain that they should. Google and the everyday consumer have gotten extremely intimate over the years. And in fact, there's really hardly anything that we will not search on Google. Now, on top of that, Google has an elaborate algorithm that ranks every website on the internet. And dentists who understand this method are filling their web pages with search-friendly terms and articles that not only attract Google's eye, but attract more and better patients. As Google advances its features and develops new ways to meet consumers' needs, it's more important than ever that your dental practice have a dominant presence in the search engines. Now, it's hard to tell exactly how Google is going to expand in the coming years, but rest assured that they will continue to develop and adapt to deliver the best consumer experience and, of course, also maximize their own profits. Dental practices who have not developed a platform to build their SEO, you're already behind the 8 ball at this point. Your prospects expect a web presence, and they want to learn about you and your practice before they're ever going to pick up the phone and schedule a call to come in. Now, it's clear that the days of the yellow pages are gone, and we're seeing the most highly informed buyers really in the history of the world because they've got the internet at their fingertips that they can research and find anything on. Now, I hope you understand how the new wave of Google changes and features only furthers the need for an effective web marketing campaign. Tomorrow, I'll be back to discuss ways automation can improve your dental practice, bring you more and better patients, and most importantly, lower your overhead. Until then, keep moving forward.